So, physical tips for exercise. We're now 5 weeks into lockdown, and more and more of us are probably sitting potentially around more than we were, either working from home or well, watching Netflix or whatever. So some of us may be suffering with a bit of lower back pain issues or rounded shoulders. So you've got some tips for us today, just to sort of do some strengthening and stretching to help with that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've done a lot of this stuff just from sat in the lounge, kind of doing stuff, assuming that people are sat at the desk. But I've just finished a class, and I'm sat more than I am usually, despite still doing my usual timetable. But there's loads of people that are still having to work from home, and I think once you work from home, actually, you probably find you're up and down far less because you've got no one to go and see. It may be that you've not got 10 flights of stairs in your building anymore. You've not got those steps that you use on your commute. You're not getting in and out of the car. But just generally, it's harder to get your steps in. It's harder to get your body moving, despite having an hour's exercise, maybe if you've gone for your walk. So even on a walk, we're perhaps not lengthening these hamstrings. So when we sit a lot, these muscles here shorten, and when these muscles shorten, the hamstrings shorten, there's a pull on the pelvis. So if they're short, then you may find that your lower back is starting to give you a bit of grief. And if your lower back's giving you grief and your pelvis is altered, then maybe the hip flexors have changed as well, along with that whole kind of, not just from stress, but it could be on the phone, it could be on a computer, maybe at home, ergonomically you've not got the right kind of chair desk height. There's all sorts of stuff, but we need to, this particular area, the chest and the hamstrings, are two of the areas that most people will feel a stiffness and just a lack of range of movement. So for the chest, it's a very easy movement. You just stand up tall, bring the arms up in front, your shoulders are relaxed, your palms are away from you, you bring the elbows down and you bring them just lower than your shoulders, and then just gently push back the backs of your palms. And already I'm feeling a lovely stretch across the top of the chest, remembering to bring the shoulders down. You can then open at the elbows. So now my arms are at kind of a 45-degree angle. I'm going to give myself a thumbs up. I can push back a little bit more if I feel I've got it, but if not, don't worry. And then take a breath in, and on the breath out, just look over one shoulder, try and find that thumb, and then take a breath in and look over the other shoulder. Try and find that thumb. Don't rush it, don't race it, then just let the hands try and come together behind you, and then relax, and that just helps the front of the chest. So it's a frontal raise, it's the elbows down, it's the arms extended, it's a push back, it's a thumbs up, it's a look over, and it's a behind. Simple. Just do a 3, 4, 5, as many as you can. Do them as often as you can. Every hour would be great, just to kind of give that opening of the chest. The other one probably does involve lying down. So you can do this while everybody else is watching TV in the evening. Do it first thing in the morning before you get out of bed. So lie with your knees up, feet flat on the floor, your feet and natural hip width apart. Then bring the feet together. Slowly just let the knees drop one way and the head drop the other. Hold it there, but don't hold the breath. Try to keep these shoulders planted, breathing in as you lift the knees and breathing out as you drop the knees. Now you can do those spinal rolls as many times as you want. It just kind of wrings out the spine. It unlocks some of these joints that have been sort of stuck and sticky. The other move for your backs of your legs is if you bring your feet to a natural hip width apart, you bring the knee to the chest. Either hold over the top of your knee or behind the thigh. Behind the thigh is better. But some of you may actually just find that just bringing the knee here and lifting up the heel is enough to stretch the back of your leg. But if you've got a towel, a belt, a tie behind the back of your thigh here, holding onto it so your elbows can be on the floor, it means that your shoulders are relaxed. If you're tense and if you're tight, Then as you bring your hands behind your thigh, you might find your shoulders are lifted and your neck punches naturally, then you just defeated the object. So relax the shoulders stay down, use that tie or belt behind the back of the thigh, then flex the foot and just gently push through your heel and just lengthen to where you feel comfortable. Now, I can't get any straighter than that. My hamstrings are tight as you like, but then I'll just relax. After about 40 seconds, it's a long time to hold. I meant to hold it on the video, and then relax. And I do those 3 or 4 times and do those on both sides. And then to finish, feet go wider than your mat or wider than you. Relax the arms and just allow the knees to float down to one side and just feel the stretch through the front of the hip. Again, hold it 40 seconds, breathing in through the nose and then over onto the other side. And they're simple stretches. I do them as a matter of course 2-3 times a day anyway. I come from a background of having a bad back, injured back. I work out so my muscles get short, they get tight. So without doing stretching, I would be I'd be injured probably, but I wouldn't have the range of movement, and we all need flexibility just to be human.
Yeah. Brilliant. I mean, I love those stretches. I love you when you do those at the end of your classes and things. They do feel really good. So I know.
And it is really hard to hold a stretch for as long as we should. Those stretches should be held for 40 seconds really. And 40 seconds holding a stretch, it's like watching paint dry at times. So put yourself in front of the TV in the evening and be distracted by something. But if you're feeling it halfway through the day, taking 3 to 4 minutes out of your day to just perform some of those might be the difference between you because you don't feel it after 1 or 2 days. You might feel it after a week though, after 3 weeks, and we're 5 weeks into lockdown, aren't we? We've certainly got another 3 or 4 for most of us. And I just think it's important to allow the body to be as agile and as mobile as it possibly can be. Not to work out particularly, but just to live your life so you can do the things you want to do.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you very much, Emma.
It was a pleasure in the garden today.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. Excellent.